Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again, looking ahead to today's big slate for Wednesday, the 7th. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. And hit that sub button as well. We will be doing NBA line of advice videos as often as we can. So, last night, unfortunately, we ended our streak. We are now 5 out of our last 8 days. Only scored a 290.5. It was just one of those weird nights. 80 went down with sickness. We didn't have him, but I knew from then it was going to be a weird night. We got Kevin Love. I thought maybe he would do something, especially inside against the Lakers, but it was Jared Allen who went off. We did have him, but Love and Caleb Martin were unfortunately our kryptonite tonight and just couldn't really recover from there. I mean, besides that, we had a good, core. We had Bruce Brown in there, as I mentioned, uh, Jared Allen in there. We had Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Luka Doncic. So we had a good team, but we just unfortunately had those two guys and just could not recover from there. But like I said, overall, still doing very good. If you guys want to come join us, would love to have you. Only $15 per week, 40 for the month, or 100 for the season. If you want to get in, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Just message us on Twitter, and we'll get you in on today's slate. So today's slate is definitely looking a lot better here. Let's go look here. We got LA and Orlando to start it off. I do not have any of the Vegas spreads as of now, but probably this one's about a 214, 215 if I'm just guessing. Let's go look at the Orlando DVP, and as you see, they do struggle against center, point guard, and small forward. So we'll have to see if Kawhi and Paul George play here on the back to back. If they don't, I mean, even if they do, I still like Zubac in this position. I mean, as we saw here, Orlando overall out of 150s ranked 147, give up 24.6 points per game to centers, 61% field goal percentage, a lot of rebounds, a lot of steals and blocks. So this is a really good spot for Zubac here at 6,100. Easily can get you over 30. So definitely liked him. If Paul George does play for some reason, another good spot for him. If Wall and Kawhi Leonard are out, and Paul George definitely opens up a little bit. Reggie Jackson should be able to get you 25, 30. That also brings in maybe Covington, Trey Mann. Some of these guys are definitely going to have to play because the Lakers are going to be down quite a bit. Paulo Brancho, however you say his name, I think he's in a good spot too at 7,700. Another guy that you can look at. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that one. But Zubac's definitely my best play in that one. Atlanta and New York, another good game. Hunter and Collins are still going to be out, so you can look at Jalen Johnson, Bogdanovich, as he is back for Atlanta. Had a half decent game last time out. One guy I'm definitely looking at here is Mr. Robertson. If we go look at it here real quick. Atlanta, they are not the greatest against centers. Give up 23.6 points, field goal percentage, a ton of rebounds, and a ton of blocks as well. So I think this is honestly a good spot here for Mitchell Robertson. I like him at 5'8". I think he can, honestly be low owned and go get you, you know, 30, 35 plus. And he's playing half decent minutes as well, as long as he's not in foul trouble. So Mitchell Robertson, one of the guys I'm looking at. Capella's another guy you can look at. And the other guys that I mentioned for Atlanta as well. So that should be a half decent one. Ugh, sorry about that. Charlotte and Brooklyn, not a ton going on here. Terry and Kelly, I think, are always worth a look, but I just don't know how much I really have in this game. So I'm probably going to pass on this one. I think Claxton could be in a very good spot. Lakers and Toronto, as I have been mentioning, Lakers defense absolutely sucks. We saw last night with Jared Allen popping off. So once again, Siakam is in a very good spot. Probably one of the top plays on the slate. Scotty Barnes, also another guy, 25-30. OG Anunoby. This should be a pretty good game. I don't think Anthony Crybaby Davis is going to play in this game because he was sick yesterday. I guess, yeah, yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe he plays, but he's just I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if he plays here, no one has him, and he goes off for 65. We could see that because that's AD. Um, Oklahoma City, Memphis, John Morant, Jaren Jackson, like both those guys. Shea Gilgeous should be in a good spot, but I think Jaron Jackson honestly can have a decent game here, about 35 plus in this game. Didn't play against Miami, but overall, that was because he was just resting. But I do like him here, I really do. Detroit, New Orleans. This game should just suck hard. I really don't even care about that game, so I'm moving on. Washington, Chicago should be a good one. Beal's out. Kidstaps, Porzingis, got to put him in there. Always look at Levine. Kyle Kuzma is in a very good spot against Chicago. Vuk's in a good spot, so all three, four of those guys are in a very good position to have a good game. So, like I said, Porzingis, Vukovic, Kuzma, Zach Levine, even DeRozan as well. Sacramento in Milwaukee. Giannis is Giannis. Um, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this one should be a blowout for the most part, so I really don't have a ton. So I'm probably looking at Giannis in this one. Indiana and Minnesota, Huberton and Turner are both questionable if they are out again. Andrew Newbard comes into play. Benedict Mathurin comes into play. O'Shea Brissett, also a very good spot. Jalen Smith comes into play. And then obviously on the Minnesota side, Towns is going to be out, so we got to be looking at Edwards, Russell, Rudy as well a little bit. Naz Reed, both those guys get a little bit of a bump. Jalen Noel, I like him. I think he's going to probably get you about 25, 30. As you see, he's been playing pretty dang good. And especially with Towns out, gives him a little bit more shots. Golden State, Utah. Most of these Golden State guys are going to be resting here, as you see Curry, Wiggins, and Green are all out with injuries, quotation marks. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if Klay Thompson hurts his left pinky toe and then he's out as well. But as of now, you got to be looking at Poole, got to be looking at Kuminga. He should be in the starting lineup. Dante always sucks hard for some reason whenever he's in a good spot. So he burnt me last time. Kevin Looney is in a good spot as well. So don't mind this one. And obviously on that Utah side, without some of the better defenders, Kelly, Marketing come into play, Clarkson as well. So definitely like that game quite a bit. We got Boston and Phoenix. Phoenix hasn't been playing the greatest. They got, for the most part, did do good against Dallas. Booker has been on fire, so you could look at them. Let's go look. We have a little bit of time here. Let's go look at the Boston defense. I think they're pretty good. Yeah, overall, pretty dang good. They do struggle against shooting guard, and that's obviously where Booker's going to be. So you can give him a look and a one-off. Let's go look at the Phoenix defense here. Overall, pretty good defense. They are pretty good against small forwards and and Tatum. So let's go see what we can do for you. Like I said, honestly, I really do like Zubac right there. If you can't afford to get more, I think this is probably one of my favorite plays with Siakam. And I'm expecting Jonathan Kuminga to start, and they should be pretty popular. Go put in some Poole in there as well. That's a good starting spot for you. Like I said, I like Jaron Jackson, over there for Memphis. A lot of really good plays out there today. Point guards, I mean, the upper guys, I'll probably go with John Morant and Trae Young as those two guys. If you don't want to go Zubac, like I said, I think he'll be a little bit more popular. So if you want to save a little bit of ownership, I do think Mitchell Robertson could be in a good spot at 5'8" and a little bit cheaper. So, like I said, it just depends on how much money you have available. Like I said, keep an eye on that Indiana side. As I mentioned, Jalen Knowles in a good spot. Anthony Edwards should absolutely eat right here. So another good area for him. There's a ton of plays out there today, guys. So this is a lot better slate than yesterday. As I mentioned, a couple of guys for Utah, Toronto, Scotty Barnes, Kyle Kuzma, Apollo, Zach Levine. A lot of those guys are in good spots. Even if Clay plays, Clay's in a half decent spot. And as I mentioned, some of those Clipper guys are out. Um, if Paul and Kawhi are out, like I said, gives Trey Mann a little bit extra, Reggie Jackson a little bit as well. And like I said, Zubac for sure would probably be one of the top plays out there. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, these are just some of the guys that I'm liking. So, yeah, that's mostly it. But like I said, should be a good one. A couple of injuries we have to look at, but besides that, shouldn't be too worrisome here at all. So, yeah, that's mostly it. So, as normal, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. If you guys are interested in premium lineups, only $15 per week, $40 for the month, or $100 for the rest of the season. And like I said, unfortunately, it wasn't the greatest night last night. We really did have a good core, just got screwed by two people, unfortunately. But like I said, we are still 5 out of our last 8 days, and like I said, we'll love for you guys to come join us. So, yeah, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching. I definitely do appreciate it. And like I said, if you're interested, check us out. Our Twitter will be in the comment section below.